Hey, everybody, Lieutenant Joe Pangaro here for the Blue Heart Radio Podcast. So the reason I want to talk to you is real quick today. If I could save your life, would you be interested? Now, that seems like a very simple question, but the answer is also simple. You know, when I was only 14 years old, I went on a hunting trip with my dad. My dad was only 37, and we were going through the mountains. It was very exciting to be a young guy and go hunting with my dad. It was really wonderful. Well, we were three-quarters of the way up the mountain at 5 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden my father stopped still and he fell to the ground. I was 10 yards away, 15 yards away. By the time I got to him, he was already gone. He died of a massive widowmaker heart attack that had been brewing in his chest for years that he didn't even know he had. And in that instant, we lost him to our family forever. It was a terrible tragedy that by the luck of God, my family made it through, but it was very, very hard and terrible. If he had only known he had this problem, could have saved himself and our family. Well, when I became a police officer, I had a couple of really good friends who were young and healthy and didn't give a thought about their health because they were young and healthy. And they died of conditions that they had no idea that they had because the symptoms weren't present. They didn't see the symptoms until it killed them. As I made my way through my career, I got to retirement, which was really great. And I knew some other people that were also retired and enjoying their life. And three of them found out they had stage 4 cancer by a routine medical exam that they had had for years and didn't know it was building. And one of those friends, very dear friend, died from it 6 months after retirement. This is a terrible tragedy. And how many of us, when we're young, spend our time going to the doctors and doing checkups and you should do a regular checkup, right? That's what keeps you healthy. But many people don't think of that because they're busy living their lives. Well, I think I can offer you some information that can help you save your life. Okay. So this podcast is something that I like to do because I like to connect with the men and women of law enforcement all over the place. But I found a company, a New Jersey company, and it is New Jersey centric right now. It's called Medical Essential Diagnostics. They're one of the sponsors of our podcast so that we can come to you. And the reason that I chose them because once I found them and I learned about what they do, I had to have them involved with what I'm doing. And they were gracious enough to come along and they want to help get the word out. So I'm helping get the word out for them. They can save your life. It's as simple as that. So I asked you at the beginning, if I could tell you something to save your life, would you want to know? And of course, the answer is yes. And I'm telling you, Medical Essential Diagnostics is a group that provides a full health screening for you and any other New Jersey state worker, state, county, local, doesn't matter. If you work for a government in the state of New Jersey and all first responders, you can be screened at no cost to you. All right. It's absolutely. And what's even more amazing, not only you can get screened and find out if there's anything brewing in your chest or somewhere in your body that could take you out, the fact that it's at no cost, you put down your insurance and whatever is not paid for by the insurance, Medical Essential Diagnostics covers the costs. They do it not just for you, but they also do it for 2 members of your family that are over 18 years old. Now, if you have a history of some kind of disease in your family, you can now screen yourself. You could screen an elderly parent. You can screen an 18, 19, 20-year-old kid. Catch these things early. Know what's going on with your health. That's what's going to save your life. So I had to bring them on because they save lives. I've met people that have gone to their screenings and found out they had things going on that were bad and they got ahead of it and they saved their life. So I want to come on here just for a minute to tell you, if you're in New Jersey, take advantage of this. It doesn't cost you anything and could give you back everything. Been great if this had been around when my dad was younger, right? It might have saved his life. Don't let your family have to live out the tragedy that I lived when you can easily get screened, find out if there's something going on, and get the help you need to live. All right, so I want to thank you all for being here and say,